is the owner and chef of the Michelin-starred restaurant, El Ideas, and he's changing the way we think about fast food. Please welcome Chef Phillip Foss and Chef Josh.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.
All right, so everyone loves fast food, right? I mean, it's just one of those things, but you are taking it to a different level. Kind of explain that for us.
Well, as a kid growing up, I loved going to fast food restaurants like everybody else.
Sure.
And now as I've become a chef, I've found that those memories and that place that we were as young people, we always want to get back there in adulthood. So we try to take people back there with our cuisine.
Right. Okay, so some of the dishes, how are you spinning them? From maybe something you would get at a drive-through,
right,
but you're dressing it up a little.
Well, at El Ideas, all we're looking to do is kind of like elevate ideas. Literally, it's what it's an acronym for.
Okay.
So the first dish that we're going to be presenting to you today is a take on two of my favorite things in life. One of those is mussels in a beer broth with some bread. And then the second thing, it's a guilty pleasure. Every time I go to pick up my kids at school, I love going to Panera, and I love getting their broccoli cheddar soup inside of a bread bowl. So I kind of put those two together into a really kind of a simple dish at El. I'd be happy to show for you.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Chef. And you guys are in Douglas Park, right?
There.
We do, absolutely.
Yep. Oh, look how cute that is.
So we're just going to start with this little sourdough bread bowl that we made at the restaurant at El. And now we just put that in the center of the bowl. It's already warmed up through the magic of television.
There you go.
And then what we have here is this broccoli cheddar soup that's got a lot of mussels chopped into it. We also have a couple of very large mussels kind of act here as a garnish. So you just kind of pour it over the top into the center of the bread bowl. There's another mussel in here somewhere. There it is. And we're just going to, there just like that. And then here we have just some crispy broccoli garnish. Just to put over the top. And then finish it off with a little bit of freeze-dried cheddar cheese. And now, you know, it elicits a really kind of exciting vibe in the dining room when people are able to try something that is, you know, familiar to them, but then taken into a slightly different variation. So this is a slightly different variation off of the bread bowl and with a broccoli cheddar soup.
There you go. The next one, though, is really gonna tickle my fancy here. You got French fry Frosties.
Well, the second one we're doing
nachos.
the nachos.
Oh, we're gonna go to the nachos next.
Nachos.
Okay.
Don't forget about nachos.
Don't forget about the nachos. All right. Well, see, I was jumping to the Frosties.
I know, but that's a good one too.
Let's do the nachos next.
Yeah. So my wife and I, we went around all of Chicago trying to find the best nachos. We had a list of criteria, and I told everyone at El about my experience, and like we did a dish that embodied all of that flavor. So we have freeze-dried cheddar, a tomato aspic, house-made Fritos, Wagyu beef that's been seared up and sliced, a little bit of guajillo and black bean puree, micro cilantro, and pickled Fresno peppers.
All right. Well.
Okay, so when you're getting your plate like this, how do you eat it? Like, how do I go in?
So there's no wrong way.
It's so pretty, and
It is.
Like, should I combine all of the items?
So if you get a little bit of everything at once, it's like a bite of the sloppy bite of nacho at the very end.
Okay,
or
well,
you can
have some with me.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, well, you're going to take that one?
I'll take this
because I'm going to follow your lead.
All right, so yeah, I like the little crispy bits.
All right, you guys work on that.
All
now
right.
I want to get to my French fried Frosty.
Here you go, try the broccoli cheddar soup as well.
Okay.
All right, so the fries and Frosty is our signature dish at the restaurant. It's a course that's inspired by my two daughters, and it was based on the idea of them going into a fast food restaurant. I went in them one day, and I bought them some ice cream, and they asked for some French fries to dip in, and I was like, what? I never heard of that. But
I do that all the time.
again, so like exactly, that's what I learned is a lot of people do that all the time. And so when I brought it back to the chefs at the restaurant, everybody got really excited about the idea because they grew up doing it. Now, in this variation, so now we've just taken it and we've just kind of reconsidered it, just kind of a different way. So what we have here is basically a vanilla whipped cream that is, I'm going to poach inside of liquid nitrogen.
Okay.
You see that steam coming off is from the liquid nitrogen. It's at 300 degrees below zero.
Right, and that's safe. We're safe over here, right?
As long as you don't go swimming in it.
Okay. I've seen Austin Powers.
Isn't that fun?
Wow.
All right, so what it does is it flash freezes this ice cream into kind of a hard substance. So you see it kind of gets crunchy. And then we just kind of break it up. So we serve this every night at the restaurant. It never comes off of our menu. I get to talk about my 2 little daughters, Talia and Noah, and how much I love them, and people love that. And so it's all about making connections. And when you can bring up nostalgia as a flavor component in fine dining,
sure,
you know, it's doing almost most of the work for you. So then all you have to do is make the food taste good, and then people get to see what it was like when I had with the anger issues.
So there we go. Puff the Magic Dragon.
Wow.
Very, very nice.
That's
Quickly
super
tell us
cool.
about your book. We're just about out of time here.
We're gonna finish this dish off real quickly. So,
Yep.
hot potato leek soup, crunchy French fries. Here goes the ice cream.
Oh.
Now take this spoon and dip it in there.
Okay.
Now the graphic novel, just dip the spoon all the way straight to the bottom.
Okay.
There you go. That's the idea.
That's it.
Graphic novel's about just trying to turn the life inside out, right? Turn it right back in. So I just published this graphic novel.